Hannah sat on the sofa, book balanced on her knees, and willed the story to talk to her. She wanted to believe Keisha. She wanted the magic book to draw her into its pages and take her back in time. The story would create a world just for her, and a hero who would be hers and hers alone. 5 minutes passed, and the book remained silent and still. Despondent, Hannah closed the cover and placed it on the sofa. The magic wasn't real. She wasn't about to be whisked away to meet the knight of her dreams, or live a life of romance and adventure. She moved to the pile of replica weapons and plucked a dagger from its midst. It was a rondel dagger, with a long metal blade and a bone handle, with a round pommel on top. A noise beyond the flap door caught her curiosity, and she returned the dagger to the pile. It sounded like the snort of a horse. Hannah watched her fair share of old Western movies on her tablet to recognize a horse when she heard one. But horses weren't free to roam the country. They were kept in cages, or huge zoos, or stuffed and placed on pedestals in the Edinburgh Museum. She approached the cracked open flap and looked through. The area outside was void of any animals. In the distance, Henry VIII's deep voice spoke to the crowd, but she couldn't make out his words. She looked around the inside of the marquee for the source of the strange noises. The red book laid open on the sofa, and from where she stood, it looked as though print lined the pages, which was impossible. She had watched the previous story melt away, yet now stared at words on the open pages. On the left was the dedication. How do you love the man of your dreams? Very slowly and often. Hannah smoothed her fingers across the wonderful words that conjured beautiful images in her mind. Words typed themselves onto the right-hand page, letter by magnificent letter, and she read as the story manifested. Late summer, Castle Thorlunderly, Aberdeenshire, Scotland, 1488. Naught could have prepared him for the confounding nonsense that was Sir Richard Thorland. Rory Benedict held the reins in one gauntleted hand, and watched Sir Richard's squires adjust one sabaton and the other, before their efforts moved to the guard braces. The two lads barely ceased suckling their mamma's teat, and didn't know their asses from a helm. He expected a better show to impress King James. Rory sighed. In the cold afternoon air, his warm breath misted through the slices in his visor. His mount, Jasper, pawed at the ground and tossed his huge black head. "Settle, beast," Rory muttered. "We are here to win. Be calm, and help me knock that smug bastard from his high horse." Despite his master's calm request, Jasper reared. Rory cursed and gave the steed's side a gentle tap with his polans. This was not the moment for composure to forsake them both. He gave the spectator stands a flickered glance and saw her. Charlotte. Richard's ruthless wife. And hellbound witch. He, Rory Benedict, Laird of Aingealag, witnessed her sorcery firsthand. "I knew you wouldn't abandon your story." The sudden voice startled Hannah. "My story?" Keisha nodded. "A story with castle, feuds, curses." Her smile widened. "And a hero to die How is this possible?" Hannah asked. "The hero's name is Rory, and he's a knight. The story is set in Aberdeenshire." She paused for effect. "Right here, where we are standing, is Aberdeenshire." "I know," Keisha replied, excitement lighting her face. "I don't know how it works, but it does, and that's the most amazing part."